Today's video topic is modenetwork because I believe this is still a very good farming opportunity. They're currently in season 2 of the airdrop campaign, and I want to show you today exactly how I'm farming for this to get additional airdrops on top of the mode token airdrop and also earn nice yields on the assets I have on this network. Before we get into the topic, I want to show you a few statistics, how it currently looks on the mode network. We're currently sitting at a total value locked of roughly 590 million US dollars. And since the initial season was over, which was at the 7th of May, we grew by around, I would say, just 80 million US dollars. And this was one of the metrics I paid very close attention to, because as it is with all these liquidity provision airdrops, the more capital flows in and the more total value locked a network has, the lower your chance is to get a higher airdrop. There are, of course, a few multipliers on different assets, and if you are smart and put your assets to work in DeFi protocols, but in the end, most of the time, the biggest share goes to the people that deposited the biggest amount in such liquidity provision airdrops. And that's why, again, I'm not only focusing on the mode token airdrop, no, I'm also focusing on other token airdrops and also the yield we can generate with our assets. To give you a specific guide on which assets you want to provide to get multipliers, you can take a look in the so-called Mode Season 2 guide. Here you can see, for example, that you will get 70.5 points per Ethereum or equivalent US dollar amount you provide on this network. Then there is a higher multiplier on all the mode tokens you are staking and using in DeFi protocols. And you also get mode point multipliers if you provide your funds in DEXs, so in yield farming pools or on lending and borrowing platforms. This is the current dashboard where you can again see all the assets and the points you currently accumulate by holding those assets on the network. And there's one important thing: if you already got a season 1 airdrop, or if you picked up some mode tokens from the open market and you are now staking them, which you can do down here, you currently get a 50.5% APY on those mode tokens, which get distributed on a weekly basis. So they have 20,000 optimism rewards on a weekly basis. And you can go up here, click on the Claim Now button, which will lead you over to the HvehHp page. And there you can check your eligibility for the past week and then claim your optimism tokens directly. And I think this is one very attractive option to farm for this airdrop, because we can provide our funds and lending and borrowing protocols, borrow out the mode token, and then supply the mode token or basically stake it right here on the dashboard to get blue chip yield in the optimism token. Second option which I wanted to bring to your attention is supplying the token on a lending platform called Ironclad. And this is one of the protocols on the network which has no own token yet, so it's very likely that there will be an airdrop in the future. Now you might want to say, yeah, there were airdrops from other protocols, like for example Ionic, which is currently the #1 lending platform, or for example Kim Exchange, which both weren't really attractive because they try to reward every single user that used their platform. And I hope Ironclad doesn't make the same mistake and they will set a minimum cap and then rewards its users in tiers. But yeah, we will see how they do it in the future. So what you can basically do on Ironclad is provide funds, so supply. If you, for example, have Ethereum on the network, or the liquid restaking token of EtherFi, or I, for example, bridged over my Merlin BTC, which I already got from the Merlin Seal campaign on Merlin Chain, or for example, if you want to supply your mode tokens here, you can also do that and then borrow funds against it. I, in my case, borrowed the liquid restaking token from EtherFi because I want to let those funds work in yield farming pools. Second option, which I already mentioned, you can also, for example, borrow the mode token and then stake it directly on the dashboard to earn blue chip yields in the optimism token. But the APY is currently very high. So I would go with option number 3. I would borrow the USDT stablecoin and then buy with those USDT the mode token. If we take a quick look on the mode token chart, I think the risk is currently around a 25% downside, because if we measure the current price to the bottom, which is around those 25%, and I think the bottom is in here, we are sitting at a market cap of 56 million US dollars. And I, of course, don't know the future, but if this drops by another 50 million US dollars in market cap, it would just be sitting at 45 million US dollars market cap. And a chain which is integrated into the super chain by Optimism and also supported by them, I think that's definitely undervalued, and that's why I think it's also a good option to work with the mode token. But just that you are aware, there is of course this downside risk, and it could potentially also go lower, but I think there is a black swan event needed in this market to get this price even below the current bottom price. So if you go the route with the liquid restaking token from HvehHp, you can provide those funds paired up with wrapped Ethereum or other assets here on Velodrome if you choose the mode network up here, and then get very nice yields on it. You can also, for example, use the Kim exchange, which is native to the mode network and the biggest DEX, and they currently have incentivized pools with big boosts, and you get way higher APRs here on your assets. So if you take a look into the liquid restaking token of HvehHp paired up with Ethereum, they currently offer around a 100 to 100% APR here in this pool, and that's why I would supply my assets over here instead of Velodrome. But this could change over time. I just want to show you those two options to provide your fund and earn additional yields on your assets while they are working for the second season airdrop of the mode token. So there are different ways how you can get ahead of other people which are also farming for this airdrop. I would expect that season 2 goes until August or September. The first season started on the 1st of February and ended in the beginning of May, so around 3 months. And if we project that into the future, from the beginning of May, this would mean the airdrop would potentially be distributed in the beginning of August, maybe late August, beginning of September. Completely depends, of course, if the time window will be the same here. That's everything I can tell you right now, how I'm farming for the second season of the mode token airdrop. If you have any questions, as always, drop them below this video. You will find all the necessary links in the description box. And if you don't want to miss future videos, which I upload almost on a daily basis here on this channel, you might just want to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you liked today's video. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next one.